What are you eating? Are you being a good boy? Look, you're cute. Hello, guys. If you are just joining, if you don't see this live sign, that means I'm not live. So you're going to have to message the page or like and follow the page so you can make sure to follow so you can see me when I am live. I hope everybody's having a great day and a wonderful week. I'm going to share myself out. Oh, it's letting me share. I like it when it lets me share. It makes me feel so special. Some days it lets me share, some days it doesn't. So I always feel special when it lets me do it. I'll give it a few minutes to allow it to pop up. I'm going to continue to share out a little bit. Let's see where I can share. It usually doesn't let me share, so this is new for me. Hello, Kirsten. How are you, dear? I hope you are doing well. I'm just sharing out really fast. And I was going to go live yesterday, but, Facebook decided to do whatever it needed to do yesterday. And which was okay because I wasn't still feeling the greatest yesterday. So I guess I took that as a time that I needed to take for myself to relax, even though after school we went to dance and then we came home and then I took Leo to go get dog and cat food. But it's okay. It happens. But I am feeling better. I know I usually do mediumship or cards. I'm feeling better than I did Sunday, and I'm feeling better than I did yesterday. I still have some congestion going on with my sinuses and stuff. And of course, I said I was only going to do tarot cards, but of course, Spirit is coming through. I just don't know how much energy I have to be able to do a bunch of mediumships. So I am going to put out here that if you are in a lot of need to talk to somebody, then I will. I just can't promise that I can do a bunch of mediumships today. So if mediumship is needed, I can do it. I can do it for my normal 20. I just know that I don't have as much energy as I normally do, because I know usually a lot of people like mediumships. I want to put out there that right now, as I'm starting to feel better, because mediumship takes a lot more energy than cards do. So that's why I didn't want a bunch of people wanting mediumship and then I'm not going to be, and then I wouldn't be able to stay on as long. So if you do need mediumship, if there's something going on and you do want to communicate with a loved one, you are more than welcome to donate for mediumship as well. But I am here. I put all of my things above. You can see it floating across here. You can click on my face and it will pop up. So if you are looking for any type of guidance or clarity or anything that you are going through right now, I can do cards for $15. Did anybody else get affected by the Facebook shutdown yesterday? I know I did. I know I was supposed to have a reading and we approved all that. Then I messaged somebody else and then I saw it wasn't going through. And then nothing worked and everything went downhill. It was really sad. I was like, oh, and I was going to go live yesterday and we went to dance. Isabel had her team dance yesterday and we're sitting there and all of a sudden it was like Facebook came back to life. It all was like, boo, 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 boo. I'm like, oh, Facebook must be working again. So it was just so funny. I felt so bad because all of a sudden all these people, all these notifications came in and I was just like, oh, I felt so bad. But it was funny. Miss Kathleen is up first. Hi, Miss Kathy. How are you, dear? I left the door open. There may be a barking dog in the background. I should say puppy, because he's not really a dog yet. Welcome, Cheryl. Miss Kathy, is there a certain topic or anything that you want the cards on? I always like to ask, because especially with people who are new, I think I've seen you before, but I can't remember. My head's been really, it went from one daughter to the next daughter to me. So the last week and a half has been really crazy for me. Okay. And so I always, for people who, I see some new names, some of them are on YouTube that are popping up, so not everybody can see it. But if somebody, if I need to pin, I'll pin. But the way I work is Spirit, as we all know who watch. I thought that looked familiar. Spirit will always tell us what we need to know, not always what we want to know. So if there's ever anything that you want help with, guidance or anything towards, you're more than welcome to say, I donated because I want to know about my love life, or I want to know about this situation, because then I can work with your higher self and that to be able to pinpoint that. If not, they're just going to tell me whatever you really need to hear. And it's hard sometimes, because sometimes what we want to hear isn't always what we need to hear. So for all the new people that I see hopping on, thank you, Miss Cheryl. Just to put it out there. So a lot of the people that come on my lives a lot know, if there's something they need help with, they usually come and tell me. I might have to go shut the door because I don't know if he'll stop. Good. Need to know about. Okay. Let's see what we got. Well, that already came out. I don't know my body parts. I might have to look at my phone. I should know my body parts. I feel more, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nurse, as I don't have any of that. So when it comes to any health things, it's whatever Spirit tells me or makes me feel. So I'm going to look at, and I'll even show you when I find the picture that I'm looking at, where the body is, because, I don't have anything to hide, because I don't know my body parts. What is this? This is, are you having any issues? I know sometimes I do flip since we're facing this way. Sometimes I do, but I'm feeling it on my right side. Are you having any issues with, which looks like either, feeling it more towards my back area, like with your liver or diaphragm, that lung area there? I'm feeling it all on my right side. I just had to look and see what those body parts are. I feel it on my right. Unless it's your left, but I feel it on my right. It's all coming in. Does it make you catch your breath or hold your breath too, Miss Kathy? Possibly. Okay. Because that when I connect with you, I don't know my body parts that well, since I'm not a doctor. But that's where no. Okay. Well, I'm feeling on my right. Unless it's your left and it's your stomach area. What else is over there? Stomach. I don't know what's on. I'm feeling so much pressure on my right. Unless it's your stomach. I don't even feel it on my, I feel it all on the right. I might have to go shut the front door. I don't know. I'm feeling a bunch of pain on the back, on my back side, right, directly back from where your boob would be. Are you feeling any pain there? Leo! Puppies are so difficult. Okay, I'm going to go shut the front door so he stops barking. Leo. This dog. It's lower back. Okay. Hi, Miss Rachel. Sorry, I'm back. I couldn't handle him barking the whole time. Are you having any breathing issues, Miss Kathy? It's lower back. I'm feeling it like in like my back side, like the mid back area, like my ribs and all that. Unless this is a loved one coming through, but that's what I feel when it comes through. So it could be spirit trying to come through too, even though I wanted to do cards. Sometimes spirit does whatever it wants. But let's see. I did pull some cards for you, so let's see what that is. So okay, Miss Kathy. The main thing that all of these cards are showing me when these are coming up is that we need to find a balance. I feel, and now my chest hurts. I don't know if anything is going on, if you're worried about anything spreading. Like, I feel like there's a lot of clogs. Like, they want you to, they're saying anything that you were scared of or anything that's going on, we need to release it. Because we have the Queen of Cups and we have the Moon. And this is coming and telling me that we have to release, that there's so much going on. And since we do have the Moon, this is coming and telling you that, you have changes that are coming. Like and even with the Empress card, I don't know if we've been giving up hope. There's so much emotions going on. That might be all that I'm feeling too inside. Is sometimes, I know some people believe, some people don't, and we can believe whatever you feel that you believe in. I don't push anything on, but a lot of times when we are sick, there are reasons why. Like, there could be emotions that are stuck within us. It could be situations that we haven't let go of. And I do feel some of that. I do feel it in my back. I just don't feel it in my lower back. I feel it like in between your, like where your ribs are, like that mid back, kind of like where like your wings would pop out. And I keep with, all of these cards, just looking at them. We have the Queen of Cups. Look at all this water, the Moon. This is saying that they don't want you to lose faith and that we're looking in a different direction. We need to focus on the here and now, because you are going to end up with success. There is success and victory coming your way, but we have to let go of the emotions. We have to stop looking at the future. We have to stop, I don't want to say daydreaming, but sometimes, we know what we want and we know how to get there, but we don't know how to get there. So they're saying for all of this that's going on within you, we have to focus. They want you to focus on the now. And the biggest thing is they want you to balance. This is coming to me, even though I can never figure out the camera, is that we need to balance. We need to release some of these emotions. And I could feel that so much, like in your mid. So if we can, and it's easier for me to say that. I know how hard it is to find all that, but they don't want you to have fear. Okay. This card is coming and it's telling you that there is fear that's blocking you, and they don't want you. This is where I'm also feeling like, we know where we want to go. We know where we want to be, but we're not, we just have to find the right process. We can't allow our anxiety or anything that is making us fearful to kick in. Okay. So this is all about balance, and they don't want you to lose hope. And I know how easy it is with being overwhelmed in that. They don't want you to lose faith, and they don't want you to give all of yourself away. I'm also hearing that as much as we've been dealing with everything else that's been going on with us, I feel like this card is coming because you've also been helping other people. And they don't want you to bring on so much of other emotions to where, your body is shutting down and you're shutting down and then we're stuck not knowing which direction to go to be able to fill up our cup, to make us see past things. Okay. This is a time where you need to focus more on you. And when you focus more on you, you'll be able to find the success. You'll be able to find the help and the love that you are looking for. Okay, because you deserve. I really like this though, because I like the way it showed we need balance. We can't take on more than what we need, because I feel like that's where all the emotion is. And they're saying that you deserve to stand out, get the love and everything that you do. Most of life. Yes. And it's so hard. And I did a private reading with somebody today, and I'm gonna put this part out here that spirit came through, and that made me realize is that some of this stuff, like, I wish we could incorporate into schools, because if for the people who are such givers like yourself, and we want to help everybody else, we want to help others, then our cup is empty. And then that's why it seems like the popular kids, the actors and all of that, get everything they want and they're so happy. Miss Rachel, I'm always doing private readings. You can book a private reading whenever you want, because they're putting themselves first. They're prioritizing themselves, and that helps them raise their vibration. That helps them get to where they want. So the more that we find that balance, and I know it's hard to say no to certain people, but we have to be able to say no. We have to learn how to balance all of that, and know that even if we are going to hurt this person's feelings, we have to sometimes take care of ourselves. And and I feel like if we were taught, a little bit about, there is like being selfless, but we also have to learn how to balance and being able to see things a certain way, because to me, our vibration also goes with our confidence. You can't just sit there and tell a child, you can do this. You just need to build your confidence. Saying you need to build your confidence doesn't build confidence with kids or even adults or teenagers. We have to be shown how to do that. We have to be taught how to build our confidence. And when people say you just need confidence, you just need to do better, that puts some people, like when I was a kid, certain ways that people thought were the best way to talk to us, that it makes us feel like okay, we're not here, so what are we supposed to do? You know what I mean? So I think if we're taught differently to see that if things aren't working, then we can do it. Miss Kathy, so with this unbalancedness, we need, I feel like that whatever isn't sitting right with you, I feel like this is coming up for a reason, because it's showing in the cards too. This for me is about that there's changes that I can feel so much in your body, because you said health. Like I can feel it all, and I can feel like the emotions, and I can feel like your power trying to push through all the emotions. But there's so much emotions, there's so much water within you, like sitting in there because of what you've collected, not even just now, but I'm hearing throughout the years, trying to help people, and the emotions that you hold within, I don't know if you're like some of us, I'll call myself out with I'm fine, I can do it, I don't need help. I can feel like your power and your soul trying to push through to be like, trying to help you balance that. I'm going to update my list after I finish Miss Kathy. I've seen it pop up. And I did see Krista's pop up for once. It decided to work today. Zelle decided to be nice. But I'll write the list and then I'll tell you guys. So whatever isn't settling right with you, Kathy, we're doing Kathy Watkins. I know there's a couple Kathys who follow me. Whatever isn't sitting right with you is what you need to release, because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have that balance, and you deserve, to have your cup filled too. Because we can't have everything if we're not taking care of ourselves. That you have this ability, kind of like where did Miss Rachel say that? Listening to your intuition. Like if we listen to what we hear and we allow ourselves to balance out that emotion, we won't have to work as hard. We won't have to fight, and we won't have to feel like our world is turned upside down and that we can't move ahead, that we can't move forward, right? Because we want to be able to feel grounded. We want to be able to feel like we can go. This is also showing me, they don't want you to feel Like, this is just about having to focus on yourself, making sure that you're not allowing anything to block you or make you seem, they want you to be able to stand out where you need to stand out. Like, to me, this is just saying that you have these abilities, you have these emotions to be able to move forward. But in order to do that, we have to release the things, push away the things that are blocking us. And sometimes they're not easy. Sometimes it's people, and it's, people that we love. And sometimes we just really have to tell them no. And I know how hard it is. Let's see if I can do this in order. And then we have Miss Jeanette is next. It's showing me in order. When I pull my phone down, I have Miss Jeanette, and then I have, it looks like Miss Krista. And then I have Miss Kathy. And let me double check PayPal, because sometimes not all my PayPal ones pop up. Some of them did. Oh, Miss Heather. No, it's going to go Jeanette, and then it's going to go Heather. Heather's did come up. It just didn't show again. Okay, so Jeanette, then Heather, then Krista, and Kathy are the next 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I don't know how to add. I don't know how to add. I did see that you did it, like it popped up in the corner of my eye, and I think you did because, and then all of a sudden it wasn't there. So, but I know yours, I know there was 2 PayPals, and then the rest came through. So, yes, and the hardest thing is we want to do it all, but we have to be able to find that balance. So, Miss Kathy, for your health and for everything that's going on within your body, that I'm going to send back to you. I'm sorry, because I could feel it. There's just so much emotions. There's so much sitting with you that you just have to allow it to push out. We have to push it out only because I just want you to push it out, because I feel like it's more other people's stuff than yours. And with it sitting inside of you and not being released, wherever you live, if you can go outside, put your feet in the ground and try to push out some energy. I do it in water. I think some people, it depends on if you're a water sign, an earth sign, air sign, whatever you are. For me, I always do it in a bath or pool or wherever I can go in water is what I do, and I just push it all out. If you're an earth sign, a lot of people like to put their feet in the ground and push it into Mother Nature. Sometimes just going outside and breathing and pushing it out for me helps to clear my head, especially when I have headaches and they don't go away. I just feel like you need a good cleanse, my love, and you'll feel better. Aquarius, so you probably, if you're inside a lot, that might be why it's all stuck too. It might be good for you to go outside. And if you're outside a lot, then you need to find a balance with inside. Because my dad is an Aquarius and he works outside. And I can tell with him, I know everybody's different, but with him, he works outside. He's outside like 90% of the day because he does his job that's outside, and then he does a side business that's outside too. So he's outside and he's that's air, right? I can never remember what he is. Aquarius, is that air, or is that earth? What is an Aquarius? Whichever one it is, and I always tell him, like, you need to balance. You need to balance being able to know. I shut the door and he's still barking. I don't know how he's still barking. Leo. Aquarius, yeah, air sign. Okay, I was right. I wanted to make sure. I didn't want to. You're inside a lot. So you need to spend some more time outside, love. So go outside. I would say the best is when it's windy. That's when I like to go outside too. If water isn't working, I'll go outside on windy days. And I allow the wind to just take things out, to blow it out. So go outside more and allow that to help you, okay? And try to release and give back people's energies. And if you need any more help with that, you can message me and I'll send you some things that can help with that, okay? Just send me a message. I always want you guys to message me because sometimes people need private readings. They just pop up or they just call and pay at the same time. So sometimes I get distracted. And being a mom, I'm distracted all the time. So if you guys message me, I will answer. Miss Jeanette, where'd you go? Why don't I see Miss Jeanette? There she is. I see she said she donated. I haven't seen her after that. Miss Jeanette, are you here, dear? Leo, come lay down by mommy. We're not barking anymore. There she is. Miss Jeanette, I don't think, did you say what you wanted? You wanted love. Okay. She did. I love it. Miss Jeanette, are you in a relationship, my love? I always ask if you're in a relationship because sometimes with some of the readings that pop up that they want you guys to know can go either way. I gotta release Kathy's. Okay. That's all I need to know. Okay. I'm going to start off with tarot and then I'm going to use the love cards. See what's going on. I like to mix it up when it's that. As I throw half the deck at you guys. Boom. Miss Jeanette, has there been some people who have been shown some interest lately? Because the first thing, with the first two cards, I'm instantly feeling and hearing my empathness, whatever it's called, my empathness kicks in first, so I feel everything, and then I either hear or I see, and then all of it just kind of mixes together. So I don't know how to explain how I work, how spirit works with me, but the first card is showing me that there's been people who have been having interest, is what I'm hearing. Like they've been coming in, but I feel like some of them you've just been sending out, or some of them you don't know, that we don't know. When I see these two together, it's making me feel, and I know I know some of you do read tarot. I read tarot my own special way, but the way I'm hearing it from spirit is there's people who are coming in and we just, either we don't know if we're ready or we just don't know what we feel with them. And they're saying that you can't think that you're not in charge, that you're not ready. Like, I feel like your head and your heart like go back and forth in a way of being in charge. Let's see how I can explain it. Because I feel like, I feel like a part of you is ready to be able to have companionship. And I feel like that's part of the teeter-totter. And then a part of you feels guilty. And they want you to know that, because it's also, I think this card also goes with saying, that we're listening, that you can listen to, that ego more than your heart. And I feel like it's just imbalancing. And they're showing you right here that, you have to let go. You have to let go of that fear. We have to let go of, is this the right time? That, for me, I like this card. I like this card because I like the way it's drawn. I go based off of this. And they want you to remember that the universe is putting these people and putting these options in your life. They don't want you to have to keep going by yourself or feel like you have to go at it alone and keeping a wall up not to do it. So I feel like this, and I love the ones that always come in the middle, because for me, sometimes it also makes me feel like this is the answer that we need to hear, because, there's people, we're not sure what we want to do. We're nervous about getting distracted and not going in the way, not being able to focus, and then, protecting ourselves so much where we're not allowing people to let us in. And then right in the middle of this, the 5 is telling you that we need to let go. They want you to trust yourself. They want you to take this leap. And I know sometimes it's hard because sometimes it doesn't always work out. But there's always something that even if it doesn't always end up the way we want it to, I'm hearing that you're still going to get, that we always get something from these relationships, if that makes sense. That they want you to remember that this is a new beginning. Like the Fool card is also known, for being a new beginning, like taking the chance. They want you to take that leap to be able to keep continuing to go for your dreams, to be able to have that transition. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I don't know what letter it was. Is there anyone who is talking to you whose name either starts, I don't know if it looked like an I, but then it turned into a J. I know your name is Jana, but it looked like an I and then it turned into a J. Yes. Okay. I don't know, because I'm like, okay, we're getting letters of first names. Like they showed me an I, a J, whichever one it is. But those are the 2 that they showed me. I feel like when I connect with that energy too, it makes me feel like I feel like this is one that has stayed around, and I feel like this is gonna be really weird. But when I feel him and I see him, I feel like that. I don't know why I'm hearing. I know addiction isn't the best word, but I just feel like that drawn. Like I feel like it's a smile, or if it's a sense of humor. There's some type of thing to who he is that is very addicting. That is making you see that maybe I can move forward. I wanted to pull one more card. Yeah, because they're showing that there's romantic feelings that are there, that there's a lot of chemistry is the best way. That might be a better word, who knows. But I feel like when, like, just feeling his energy, it's somebody that is fun to hang out with, that is somebody who just, I'm hearing, makes you feel alive. And they want you, I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know if it's because the first 3 cards, are showing there's a lot of touch, there's a lot of this, there's a lot of flirting, and that there's some decisions that are coming when it comes to deciding what we want to do with this relationship. And they don't want you to pull away from that. An old boyfriend from, okay. Okay. So that makes sense, because the last card was pay attention to the red flags, and I was kind of trying to figure out what the red flags would be. But if it is an old boyfriend, if there is anything that is bothering you about this person, I'm hearing they want you to be upfront about it. That they don't want you to hold back. They want you, it's not, everybody's always like an ex is an ex for a reason. Yes, an ex is an ex for a reason, but sometimes that's part of your story, is that you guys break up, and then you grow and then you come back together. I've seen those relationships. I have friends who have done that, and they met in high school, they dated, then they separated in college, and at some point in college they got back together, and voila. So sometimes it happens. But whatever, I'm hearing this came up because they want you to remember that whatever you learned from this relationship, they don't want to make sure that it stands, that nothing is to repeat. And I feel like that's why before that card, it was stay optimistic about your love life. And I'm hearing the main thing that you need to hear is, I'm hearing you're not a person who will settle for anything. They're telling me, she's been through a lot. She knows what she doesn't want, and they want you to remember that. And I feel like that's why this pay attention to the red flags has come up, because they don't want you to go through things that you've already gone through. So I feel like being upfront and saying how you feel, sometimes it works out. when I met my husband, I was kind of just out of a relationship, and I was kind of I was ready, but I wasn't ready, and I was kind of like what I just said. I wasn't ready to go through more shit. So I was like, you know what? I told him how I was. I told him how it is, and for some reason, he didn't run away. Sometimes I'm still surprised he hasn't run away, because the first thing I was like, I can be kind of a bitch sometimes. I really can. I know I don't always show it here, but I can be, and especially in that moment, I wasn't ready for a fling or any. I knew I wasn't in a place for something like that. So I do feel like there's like a lot of romantic connections. I feel like he does have a good personality. Like I can see his smile and everything like that. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to say, I don't know why addiction keeps coming up, but like I just feel like I need to see him. I need to hear him. You know what I mean? I feel those feelings that come up, and I feel like that might be part of a flag too. I don't know if that scares you a little bit, but just know that if he's coming back, stand your ground and just talk to him, because I do feel like this is a chance that you're ready to start the new beginning and to take that leap. Oh, I love it. That's even cuter. No matter whatever happens through relationships, I do feel like every relationship and person that we date, even if it's for a while, there's always something that comes up that helps us. Yeah. And look I say that, and the Nine of Swords pops out. So this is coming and telling you that he's going to help you through whatever hard times that you're still going through, that this is a growth. This can be a growth relationship, and this could also just grow into the relationship that you need to continue and to see where it goes, because he's going to help you get out of the shadow work. If you're still grieving, or if there's still some things you're going through, he's going to help bring this to light. And even if he doesn't physically do it, however your relationship goes and whatever goes on in the relationship, it's going to make you see the direction that you need to go in. So it can either be what he does for you or what you see through him. So everybody is so different, so it can go either way. So if you are wondering if you should give him a chance, I say yes. Let's see. I think I say give it a chance. See, I feel like he has a good personality. Yeah, this is just showing. Yeah, take the leap, go forward, allow things to lay things out where it may. Don't let the past, don't let anything negative block you from allowing yourself to move forward. You can do this. Miss Heather, you were up next. And again, if anybody did want mediumship, if it is a dire need of mediumship, you can. I'm feeling better than I did the last 2 days. I took yesterday as a blessing when Facebook when Facebook was down, as I still need to do it. He does. We just don't agree. Me and my husband don't agree on anything, Miss Jeanette. That's another reason why I'm always surprised that we're married. We don't agree on a lot of things either. The most that I think we've ever agreed on is most of our parenting decisions, that we agree on. I can listen to country music all day. He likes heavy metal. There's just so many things that we don't agree on. And sometimes it's okay. Opposites attract. And as long as you can find a balance, and as long as you guys respect and allow each other to be who you are, then that's all that matters. But I do feel like he has a lot of charm to him. Miss Heather, what kind of reading did you want, my love? You are next. Miss Heather, I'm so excited that I get to do you towards the beginning of of the readings. I feel like I always end with you, and I always feel bad. So I'm like, I gotta go get the girl. So I'm so excited. Yes. And then after Miss Heather is Miss Krista and then Miss Kathy. And if anybody else would like cards, we have plenty of time for cards since we're not doing mediumship. And I did put a special up too, guys, that if you want to get inbox, if you don't like and follow the page, you should like and follow the page, and you can get that as well. I know, it's probably the time difference too. I've learned that if I go on during the day, usually that 1 to 3 is usually works. Hi, Miss Samantha. How are you, dear? I love your what is it called? This I wanted to say Snapchat, but it's not Snapchat. The Snapchat of Facebook, is it just called the stories? Loved it. Yes, we're doing cards today. Tomorrow I should be able to throw back up mediumship for people. I know you guys like mediumship. I just want to be I got to keep myself full so I can help you guys as well. So let's see, Miss Heather. Okay. Okay. I'm hearing so much. Okay, so the best way that I can say this, Miss Heather, is they're so excited. I'm hearing so much. They need to slow down. So I'm gonna get them to stop before I forget everything they're telling me. So it's been a long road. It's been a long, hard road, but I feel like no matter everything that you've been through, even been through in this relationship, I'm seeing that we've always stayed focused. We've always kept our that light at the end of the tunnel. That there's been delays, and the delays, is COVID, distance, work, and just there's been so much that has delayed everything coming together. But I feel like the best thing that has been going on is that the community, like, I just love this because of things that have already happened, with the sense of community. 3 of Cups, the community, the connections that you have, and you being able to stay on your path and knowing that things will happen when they're supposed to happen, that you've been just staying focused and staying in the light. But I do feel like your emotions sometimes get to you because of the distance and because everything going on and because of COVID. Like I know how hard it can be. But I feel like, what I keep hearing is that your light and that your faith and everything that you stay focused on, that you bring to this relationship, is what keeps this going and what keeps you being able to move forward and just doing things. I feel like the 5 of Cups is also a part of Miss Heather. Is it hard sometimes knowing too that that you found somebody who makes you happy and you have this connection, and knowing that mom and dad aren't here? Does it like pull at your heart a little bit, or sometimes put you in one of those, I know you're not depressed, but puts you in one of those like depressed, like upset moods, depressing moods, that you just feel tired and that you wish that you could share this with them? Hi, Miss Lisa. How are you? because I loved all the fire and all the light that's in all this. And like, I know it's been a long time. Not depressed, yeah, but sad. That's like, I felt like the sadness. But I knew it wasn't like depression. But I just, that's what I feel with you when I see the Five of Cups. Is that, I have, that you have all this happiness, and now that it's here, you just wish, you know, the people that you love most were here too. And I just feel like they want that. I feel like your parents help you stay focused, because a lot of these cards is about focusing. Like, even though, the Eight of Wands, this is talking about it being delayed. Even though it's delayed, they're still focused. All that light and all that energy is still going into one place. That we still have the connections, that we have the ability. I feel like this came up because of the connections of the surprise that you did, and you following your dreams, and you just staying focused. Yes. I feel, I felt that, and that's why I was like, I know she's not depressed, and I know she's not in depression, but like, just thinking that about with that, it just, I just felt like, see, and this even came up, and I think this came up for your parents, because the reconciliation part, and it's funny because it says on the bottom, it says someone from your past is returning to your life. I feel like, just by looking at the picture, that they want you to know that your parents, as you know, and as we've seen in so many pictures, Ms. Heather has awesome pictures that she has sent me, and you can see clear as day, and then she's seen it. Her parents are always with her. Her parents are very good at coming forward. This is just letting you know that your parents are there and they are enjoying this with you. I'm being told, like, with this chemistry card that came up, I feel like I'm hearing I'm hearing things are getting deeper. Like, when I see it, then I see like the Ace of Pentacles card. Is it the Ace of Pentacles? I see the card. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the Ace of Pentacles. I may be right for once. I just see the picture, and I feel like your foundation with this relationship is, it was the Ace of Pentacles. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm seeing these two cards together. Like, I feel like this was the clarifier for this one. Like, I see that the chemistry is getting deeper. The roots are starting to settle. I feel like your foundation with this relationship is starting to settle. And I feel like as the seed is growing, you guys are being able to sprout better. And they're saying it is safe for you to love. That this is a relationship that they really want you, that you're supposed to be blossoming, and that you're allowed to be able to open up. Because, even when we've had bad relationships, sometimes it's really hard to open up. And I feel like he is the one who's supposed to also allow you to feel safe, and to feel that you're supposed to be able to grow with each other. And but the growing with each other, I feel like growing on your own and together. And look, we got the very soon. I think the very soon card came up because they want you to know that very soon things are going to change. I feel like not change in a bad way. I've felt this before. I think I may have even told you this before. But I feel like hopefully once COVID starts really starting to go away, whenever, we allow it, I don't know. But I feel like that very soon that there's going to be more together time, that there's going to be things broken to where things aren't going to be as difficult. And that's hard. And it's not hard to feel safe, but sometimes it can feel weird, because even you've met Jeremiah. Like, for me, I always thought it was weird because, as you know, Jared lived in Ohio and I'm in Illinois. And I never understood how I could trust him more, him being 2 states away, than I did with any of my boyfriends that I dated that may have been like 15 minutes away. So that's the best thing to hold on to, is if he makes you feel safe and he gives you signs and abilities and calls and does the things that he can do, that shows that's funny. He's engaged in not just engagement, but like, being engaged and being there and making you feel that safe. That's something that they want you to hold on to. I enjoy this relationship. I'm so excited for you. I feel like the reconciliation was just your parents coming through, that spiritual card that's coming in. And I'm hearing the more that you allow yourself to open up with communication, I feel like that will help too. I 100. That's how I was too, Miss Heather. Like, I even told, like, because for my parents, my dad was very skeptical. Like, he got mad when I said in the beginning, like, that Jeremiah was my boyfriend. He goes, "How can you date somebody who's so far away?" Blah 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 blah. He had his doubts. But then again, I'm an only child and I'm a girl, so I guess it comes with the territory, right? And stuff. But I didn't. I didn't even. I never felt as comfortable, and I always trusted him. Like, certain souls, and we come together with the right people to make us feel safe and feel loved. And even when Jared lost his phone or something happened with his phone, I didn't go into my freak out mode, because I had that. You have those certain connections that make that you don't have anything to worry about. I love it. No, Jared probably brought me out of my shell, and that's probably why I'm so difficult sometimes, because I always stayed in my shell with other relationships, and for him, I was allowed to be my Scorpio self. Blah, 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 blah. But you know how laid back he is too, Miss Heather. Miss Heather's had the pleasure of meeting my husband. Yeah. Just allow this love to blossom. You got this. You guys are right on track. I feel like the more that you let him in, and the more you guys allow each other to grow individually and as together, I don't see anything. And I do think it's good when you guys communicate and the more that you open up and tell them your, like, you guys fears and put things out and being able to communicate it, I feel like it makes that foundation even stronger. I'm so excited. Love it. But in time, things will change, and I feel like you'll guys be able to see each other more than you do now. And I know since COVID has let up a little bit, it's been easier to see each other. But I feel like as time goes on, it's gonna just get easier and easier. There's gonna be more times. I'm excited. I can't wait. Miss Krista, my Krista. I don't know. Can you do messages, Miss O? I don't even know. I don't think you can. You are welcome, my love. Anything Spirit has for you. Ugh. I think I have a spirit sitting in my chest. I gotta release it really fast. Let me push him out. Okay. I don't know whose loved one was sitting in me, but I had to push him out. My chest was killing me. Okay. Let's see. I don't know who it was, but my heart and my chest was just killing me. It might have been one of Heather's loved ones, since that reconciliation part came in. My chest just killing me. Miss Heather, do I still owe you a reading since you're here? Why do I feel like do I owe you a mediumship? I know I work. Why do I feel like I do? Did I miss something? I don't remember. Did we do your mediumship reading, Miss Heather? I can't even remember. I just heard that. I can blame you. Maybe that's why my chest is hurting, because I felt like it came in when I was talking to you, and I'm like, okay, it must be for a reason. I can't even remember. I'll have to, let's see. What can I write on? What can I write on? I'm going to circle your name here, even though I did you. I'm going to circle it. I'm going to look back and see if we did that, because I can't remember. I don't even know. I just know my chest hurts. I don't know why. And I know it was connected with you. I'll look after when I come home after picking up the girls. Okay. What does Miss Kristen need to know? Is there anything she needs to be prepared for? What guidance does Kristen need? Okay, Miss Trista, the first thing I heard. Let's see how I can say this. There may be some. I feel like there's going to be some pop quizzes coming up, not for you though. But I feel like because you're in the relationship and you're around this family, I feel like it's going to make you feel like you're stuck with it. But the main thing I am hearing when I see these first two cards, and I don't know how to explain why I'm hearing what I'm hearing like usual, but like, because we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I know it's also about money, but like it makes me, when I see it, it makes me feel like because it's all underneath, it's been done, it's in the dirt, and this is all stuff that's in the past, is the way that Spirit came through with me, is that something from the past may be coming up. And I don't know if, the ex has been wanting more child support lately, or if there's anything going on with anything like that, or it could be something that may be coming, since you said to be prepared for, they could be preparing you for the future. But I just feel like some pop quizzes may be coming up when it comes to finances. But then you got the Empress card right in the middle. So this is, for me, this is telling me that, that you are safe and that you're protected. Because both of these cards too, like, I know it doesn't always go with that, but when I connect and they tell me and show me things, they're both men. Like, these are the guys, and then they have the Empress in the middle, which when I see this for you, it makes me feel like this is not something that you're supposed to get in the middle of or try to fix, that you're just that loving, nurturing person, and they want you to stay in your reality and just, I know you're not going to take this the wrong way because you know me well enough. They just want you to remember to stay in your lane and do what you always do, because you did get the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is saying that you have the tools, you have the things around you that you need, that you have everything around you. Been spending a little more to prepare for possible shortage supplies. It could be. And that might be why they're saying that you have everything you need here, because I just took it as there may be some things coming up from, I heard I don't know if you've gone through this already. It might be why they're saying the past, like the way they brought it up, like a pop quiz. But I just feel like, with the Pentacles for me, I just feel like there's, I don't know. I just heard instantly that it could be things from the past that are coming back up. And I really felt like it had to do something with money, and they don't want you to look backwards. And the Nine of Pentacles is saying that we have everything we need, that will be provided for, that we don't have to, and that it will be brought to you. See, this is where sometimes I wish I had TV, because I hear things from my parents, and then I have to find out, and then I talk to other people to hear that about shortages and stuff like that, because I know my parents text me and they're like, well, what do the girls want for Christmas? I'm like, their birthdays come first. They're like, well, they told me about, like, there's shortages on truck drivers and shipping prices are supposed to skyrocket and they want to get all of that done now. And I was like, I have no idea. I go, the girls never tell me what they want for their Christmas or want for their birthday after I buy them stuff. And it's usually nothing that I already bought. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. I got the last card. And we got the Eight of Wands, and I feel and this might be the shortage too, because the Eight of Wands talks about delays, but there's still light at the end of the tunnel, that things just may not come exactly when we need. I don't know. I feel like it could be a mixture of both. None of that pops up on my TikTok. I maybe need to find that algorithm. I'm sure I could probably benefit from some of that. See, I don't like the news, and I won't watch the news because of all the fear stuff and the way for what I do, the fear and the way the news makes me feel in general. I can't handle it. But some stuff I need to know about. Hi, Miss Connie. This could also be maybe the Seven of Pentacles as well, Miss Krista. I know you said that you've been spending a little more to prepare. Maybe this is saying that we need to find a balance also with, I don't know if he's been helping pay for it too. This could, like, a lot of this, you have the first 5 cards, you have 3 out of 5 that is Pentacles. So that is money. Is this something that you did before when COVID first hit too? Because that might be why they're saying it was a pop quiz and something from the past that was coming back up, and that they want you to leave that in the past. Oh my God. Let me see what else they want. You did. Okay. That's why the past was coming up. Okay. So just know that everything is going to happen. The Nine of Pentacles is a really good card too, because this card comes and it's telling you, that there's inner peace, and that, there's things to be celebrated too, that there's so much success and stuff around you that they don't want you to cause those delays. And they want you to know that you've earned where you're at, that we don't have to repeat the past. Let me pull you 5 more cards. You did. That's where the past. I heard that it was something about the past and the pop quiz. I thought it was like, and then I heard other things. So I don't know. Since I'm just focused on cards, things are going boo, 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 boo. They're all just kind of coming in fast. Because usually I have my windows different between mediumship and cards. So since we're just cards, everything's just falling out. Okay, that makes sense. So we have to remember, my Krista, that with all that's going on, is that we have to remember that, that everything will fall into place. We will always have what we want, even though we have things that freak us out, that tell us certain things. For me, when I see the 5 of Wands, it always makes me feel like, how do I explain it? This is also about, when we hear things and people tell us stuff, that we think we have to go out and we have to get certain things. They don't want you to, what's the best way to put this? I feel like they don't want the conflict of the world and the things that we've been through that are coming back up to make you feel like you have to put everything else first before yourself. They want you to be able to see clearly. They want you to be able to be out of your comfort zone. But then I'm hearing that they want you to be able to protect yourself as she holds that wand and then she has her backup wand. Like, I feel like if we give, they don't want you to give in too much of this, because as much as I haven't heard of a lot of this stuff, probably because I don't have TV, and a lot of stuff I don't hear about, and because I don't know. I'm just kind of in my own head. But I don't, from what I hear and what I feel, is I don't feel like we're going back to where we were with COVID. I don't know. When it comes to certain things, I don't know. I think there's a lot more that isn't known with everything and why things are skyrocketing and like things are changing so much. But they want you to remember that even though when things don't seem in control, that you're still in control. Set your boundaries to what you need to set and make sure you're doing your protecting, but you also have to make sure you're living, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like that's where the Two of Wands is coming to. That you have your power and you have the ability to protect and make sure you have what you need and to go out. Listen to your intuition, okay? Because even with the Seven of Wands in reverse, this is saying that we're allowing other things to be in control and tell us what we need to do. When it's this way, we're in control. We're listening to our soul, our spirit, and we're letting the light in. Like, even just looking at this is so much lighter. And when it's this way, it's showing that the darkness and, the not so happy parts are in control. Just listen to your intuition. I know you have gifts and I know we need to pop them out, but just listen to your intuition and allow yourself to make the best decisions. And especially, I haven't started Christmas shopping or done a lot of shopping yet, because I know by me, gas can be crazy. We even went to another city where did we go? Oh, when we went to the Northwestern game for Isabel's dance thing and seeing some of the gas prices, I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my gosh, people are paying $4 a gallon. And, it's just making sure that you just get what you need. And I feel like no matter what, will always be taken care of. Just make sure that you're using your money for the things that you need. I feel like they just want you to get back to, even if you're watching that stuff, don't allow it to consume you, to not listen to your own intuition and listening to the light, okay? Because I know some of, the things that I've seen some stuff and I don't follow it because I don't do good when I see those negative stuff. It really hits me hard. So just find that balance, okay? Yeah. Look at that. Don't allow all that crappy stuff. Follow your heart. And as long as you follow your heart and you stay on your path, opportunities, doors, and goodness will all fill you up. Follow the light, love. It can consume me too. I know how that feels. Follow the light. Follow your gifts. Ask your guides. Ask your higher self. However you work with your spiritual side, let that go through, okay? Miss Kathy is next. If anybody else is going to donate, let me know if you're going to donate. I have till 3 o'clock. I have a half an hour left. So if anybody else would like a reading and does donate, just let me know while I'm doing Miss Kathy. That way I don't miss it, because we all know how cool notifications can be. Hi, Miss Kathy. Oh my gosh. Miss Heather, this has to be you. Miss Heather, if you're still here, I have to say it so it goes away. Is somebody that you pass with have to do with like the heart or stomach, like right in the middle of my chest, because I'm dying. And I still feel like this is connected to you. Yes, I can see it from this messenger. I still owe her mediumship. I'm just going to have to bother her when I get home. I can feel them hanging around. Hi, Miss Kathy. What kind of reading did you want, my love? Was there anything you want me to do or whatever spirit brings you? I don't know which drink is mine. Hi, husband. Oh, maybe it's you, Miss Connie. Maybe it's did you come in when I was doing Heather? I don't know. My chest just hurts all of a sudden. I don't know. I was doing cards today since I'm still oh, maybe it's you too. I don't know. Maybe all of you are just emotional. I don't know. My chest just really hurts. That's all I know. My heart hurts. Okay, let's see. What do I need to know about Miss Kathy? So it's all of you. I'm just feeling all of you today. You guys all have something going on. Okay. Like, I thought I sent it back to Heather and all of a sudden it's all flooding back. Okay. It might be your anxiety too, Miss Krista, because that's kind of what it felt like. But then my chest just hurts so bad. There, we're going to try and release. Okay, Miss Kathy, I'm trying to figure out which way my feelings and emotions and the cards are going. Miss Kathy, I feel like either something has... I know you already said you were emotional, but I feel like this is really heavy. I don't know if it's a death or if it's just if somebody is breaking your heart and I need to buy an airplane ticket. Because I don't like hearing this. Hearing something like it makes me feel like adrift or something. I'm trying to decide how these cards and my feelings are mixing together. I feel like there's also some type of I want to say like a mixed communication. There's some type of communication that either wasn't taken right or that was taken the wrong way. Gosh, your guys' chest is killing me. Oh my gosh. You guys, a lot of you, maybe this is Miss Kathy too. How do I explain what I'm feeling? Because we got the King of Wands, or that started off first. And I feel like, when I first see this, it makes me feel like these are two different people seeing things differently. And I see you trying to work, that you're working on yourself, growing in all of that you're on your path, trying to do what's best, fulfill you. But then with the nine of Pentacles, I just feel you're just so exhausted. I feel like you're exhausted from trying to do the right thing, but then it doesn't feel like it's paying off, and it feels like things aren't working together. and that everything has come apart. Do you feel like all of your hard work and everything you are doing just isn't coming together? I have to go for some testing on Thursday. Okay. Okay, because that's like, I feel a lot of emotions, but that's what I was getting from the cards. Like, I feel like, that we're just seeing things, and I just feel like you've been doing all that you have, and it just does not feel like it's going to pay off. It feels like, you know what needed to be done, because I know this. I just feel like, it feels like everything is just falling apart. That you've been that you've been putting the work, and you've been you've been doing things, but you worked so hard. And I just feel you're so tired. Leo, Daddy's not in here. He doesn't like when he goes upstairs when he comes home to change. Sounds good, dear. I got plenty of time. Still got to finish Miss Kathy. That's how I feel. Yeah, because I feel it too. And it's just, I feel like it hurts. Now, I know this may sound, I know you know me well enough to understand what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's hurting you more because you're doing it the right way, but the reward hasn't come yet. Like, the rewards haven't come, so it makes it harder to be able, yeah, right there. Look at oil and water, that the worlds aren't colliding, and the past that we want just isn't coming together. There's something, like, when I look at this card, Spirit shows me a black line. I can't do it with the computer. Let's see if I can figure it out. Like, I see this black line that goes across, and like the things from the past just aren't coming to our future, that there's a lot of emotional blocks, and that we're not feeling like we're in charge, that everything's just falling apart. It is. Sometimes it's, and I think it's harder too. I think what makes it harder too is because since there's not the ability to be able to see that person every day, so they actually see the pressure, they see everything that they're putting on top of you. And this might be why you're going for some tests, is because you're trying to be good. You're trying to do this. Stop taking on energy that is not yours. Just like we talked about with the other Kathy. We can't hold on to things that are others. And sometimes it's hard. I'm good at that too. And I have learned that when I try not to help or fix or be the best wife in the world with my husband, if I just kind of, give him all of his energy back and let him deal with, whatever he's dealing with, it makes our relationship, it makes me feel better, because I don't have all of that stuck within me. So they want you to know that if you prioritize yourself and you release all this, that you will have more success. And I feel like this is coming and telling you that you have the ability to feel better if we allow ourselves to have a win. I feel like you need a big win, and I feel like this win has to do with who you are, seeing the things that you have succeeded and just focusing on the things that you need to be. Because I feel like you've already inspired him, you've already inspired his family, and you're already doing all of that. I just feel like you're putting more pressure on yourself, which is making you go into overdrive. Is this you that I'm feeling then too, Miss Kathy? Is anything that you're going for have to do with, like, I don't know, the middle of your body, boobs, chest, heart, something? Maybe I'm just really feeling all of you. You are next, Miss Sam. I got you. I don't know why I'm feeling so much in my chest. I did it until I started this live. So somebody's having, or you're all just having anxiety and emotional something. I don't know. I didn't have any of this till I hit that live button. Go live. Yeah. what I'm getting with this, they get mad when I talk too much because then they don't know what cards to pull out because I already say it. But you need to allow your community to take care of you, Miss Kathy. You've taken care of them so much. You need to allow the people, that do look up, even though he's looking down, but he's looking down, like the way I'm seeing is the way they look up to you, and the way they, to me, I'm seeing this as they feed off your energy. You need to be able to allow everybody else to take care of you too. And I also feel like if we pull back a little bit more, then maybe maybe everything else will come forward. If we not, I know we're not at, like, I hope you know what I mean. Like, if we don't do as much as we normally do, and when we start seeing that we're losing things, or we see that we've totally lost something, then it kind of makes people work a little bit harder to get what they truly want. Because I feel like he needs to get out people need to get out of this. And they can't get out of that when they're still stuck in their head and surrounded by all the goodness, and being able to know they can get it whenever they want. And that they're in their thing, that they have, their desires, they have their balance and family. But once they see that everything is taken away, they have to know that they have to do things another way, because they're going to miss out on the best things. All I want, Miss Kathy, for you to do right now is, I just feel like you need to take a break. I want you, I feel like I should know what you are. What are you? What sign are you? We're going with signs today. Astrology is really strong today. I'm going to look you up and see when your birthday is. You might tell me what you are before. I feel like I should already know this, but I don't. Let's see if I can find it. November 3rd. You're a Scorpio like me, right? Or are you a Libra? I don't remember when Scorpio starts. What are you? Let's see. November 3. Oh, you are a Scorpio. Perfect. Yeah, that's right, because end of October is Scorpio. So you're like me. You're a Scorpio. That makes sense. I think you're a friendlier Scorpio, though. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just, you need to make yourself a priority, my dear. Give things back to kids, to grandkids, to I'm just going to say in-laws. You need to give their energy back. Your water sign-ness is absorbing so much, and you need more time for you. And you need a nap because you're exhausted. Take a nap. Treat yourself to a spa day, or get your hair done, or do something that makes you feel happy. I think we need to, I feel like you need to just take time just for yourself. Or, you know what, Miss Kathy, just take that trip and take it by yourself and go enjoy. Or that's not very nice in case one of them are watching. I heard, or bring your favorite grandchild or child or whatever. I know we're not supposed to have favorites. I don't have favorites. I like my children for certain, I like them for what they are and what they bring to me. They have different qualities. But I feel like if you just go or bring somebody with you and enjoy that, I feel like it'll make you feel better. And it may be shoved in his face and make him be like, she was supposed to do that with me. But you know what? It could help. Sometimes we have to do certain things to wake other people up, and it's hard. But you have this, Miss Kathy. Miss Samantha, my dear, is there anything that you want me to look into for you, or whatever spirit wants to tell me? You are welcome. I'm going to leave Leo at home today when I go get the girls. And I'm going to go stand outside. I'm going to release all of your guys' energy to the air, to the earth, standing outside waiting for them to come. Perfect. Because you guys have a lot of emotions today. Or it's just me blocking out all of your loved ones that wanted to come through, and because I said no mediumship today. Because lives are so different when it comes to mediumship too, instead of like a personal reading, because a lot of loved ones with like everybody who's watching can come through if I don't block this certain way. So I don't know. I'm just gonna push it all out. Well, this doesn't go with what the cards are showing me. I don't know why I heard it. But are you having any issues with people in your life, Sam, who are jealous? Is there any jealousy people that you are dealing with? Like, I heard it, and I'm looking at the cards, and I'm like, none of that goes with that. So it might be something that just needs to come up. So since we are doing whatever spirit wants to tell you. Sometimes they bring up, I don't know, like, I looked at the cards, but then I heard there's some type of jealousy issue, or there's something going on. Not that you're aware of. Okay. I don't know. It just came up. Maybe it's something, because that's all they're saying. So tuck that in the back. In case it pops up, then that was just, sometimes they like to give little hints to things that are coming up. I don't know. I feel like there might be something, I don't know if it's not aware of, because even with the Page of Swords, because I feel like this is coming in. Is there anybody who's really judgmental of the things that you are doing right now? Like, for me, I think it's amazing. I love watching everything that you do with your daughter and the voice that you have for the children. I feel like this is why this is coming up too. I feel like there are some people that they may not, I don't know if they're not saying it, but I feel like they're coming in saying that they want you to know that you're crossing the right path, that everything you are doing is right, and that they don't want you to take anybody's shortcut or BS. I don't know. Like, yes, I feel like certain family members judge. That was probably the word I was supposed to get, and not whatever. I don't even remember what I said. Jealous. I said jealous. I think it was judged. Because that's what I was feeling. I was feeling like you're doing certain things, and I feel like there are people who are giving you like stink eyes or doing things, and I think some of them also is because I'm hearing it's because we were raised differently. I feel like all family, even if we're family, we're still raised differently. And I feel like this is a big thing of who you are, is that you know what you're passionate about, how to be that leader. And what I've always loved about you, which I wish I had a little bit more in me, even when I do have it in me, I don't always know how to use it correctly. But when some people can use their bluntness in the right ways and be the voice and do things and being able to carry that's something that's amazing. So that might be where that judgmental is, because you're expanding things, you're showing your kids differently too. And just because those other people aren't falling in line, and they're the foundation with family and friends, or whoever these other people may seem like it's kind of falling apart, it's okay. It's hard sometimes, but this also for me it tells me, what's the best way to say it? Like, I always feel like this can also mean like there's changes coming, sometimes we need to make stronger like bonds and the stronger foundation with other people. We need to stick with who support us and stuff like that. We can't make people change their minds as much as, with certain things we want them to. But I like that the Emperor is in the middle of the deck for you, because I feel like this is something that you really need to hear right now, that you don't hear enough, that they want you to know. Oh my gosh, why am I getting emotional? Are you getting emotional? Why do I feel like crying right now? Sam, stop it. Is that the voice that you carry and the things that you do makes you a key player. It makes you that leader. It makes you that role model that more people need. Oh crap. Why am I crying? I'm trying to release it and not do it. But I also, because I just feel like I feel like also this also goes with maybe things that you have gone through in your past life that I feel like has really set that you have your boundaries set in the right way as well, where where to push and where to pull that, I don't know how else to do it, but what risks to take and what not to take. Okay, all of a sudden I just feel like I'm just like, oh my gosh, I know I cry every once in a while on my lives and I can't help it, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying not to cry. I'm just trying not to cry right now. But, and I feel like it's also because of past things and because the way they're showing it to me is I feel like even though if we're family, we're still raised differently. Like, even with me and my cousins who live like 15 minutes away, like, even though our parents, our brother and sister, totally raised differently, we see life differently, and sometimes it makes it harder when the people that we're supposed to be so close to are so different. But I feel like you really need to know that everything you're doing is what is the right thing to do. Like, not only because a lot of the stuff I do agree with you that you do, but I feel like that your children do need this, especially during these times and everything that's going on. They need to see that their voice truly matters, because I'm hearing all you're doing is putting your heart on the line. You're putting your heart out there, you're putting your faith into it, and you're just trying to give what is needed. And some people don't see it that way, that they're not seeing it, and it feels like, you're stepping on things, you're stepping your boundaries, and that you're not doing things for the right reason. But I also feel like this is a healing thing for you. I feel like even though this is what the community and the people need to do, I feel like this is a huge healing thing for you as well. That stuff that has either been, I don't know why I'm hearing it, been in the closet or that you have pushed down deep inside, that you're allowing it to come to light. So I feel like I hate to say it this way, the world falling apart and things not going certain ways, it has shown you your light to see that things need to be changed. And, and it's hard when we feel that way, and emotions and everything come out, but the more that we express those and we stay true to what we believe in, that we're just making the world better for our kids and allowing, I'm hearing you're just going to hand the reins over to them. So don't allow people to get in your head. Don't allow people to make you think that you're not doing a good job and that, their way is better. You have to push those people out, keep focused on what makes you happy and what you know is the right thing to do. You are that Emperor card, girl. You're doing exactly what you need to do. I don't want you to don't allow yourself to think you're not in the right, because you're vibing high and you're pushing yourself and spreading that light and showing the direction that people need to go in. You are very welcome. Now I'm going to go cry because you made me all emotional, and I was trying not to cry because I'm still kind of congested and I know I'm going to feel all of it. So I'm going to go cry and then I'm going to go pick up my kids because I can feel her so much. Probably also because we're connected in, say, know you in the real, I'm going to say the real world because I've met you, I know you in person. So, oh, of course. That's what I always feel first. That's why sometimes I don't talk right away, because emotions and feelings, all of that just comes through the body first, and then pictures or hearing things, whichever way you guys work with me. But I had a fun afternoon. I hope you guys have a great day. I do have a special on my page for today if anybody wants to hop on that too. It was only $10.10, I think it was $10. I don't know, something like that. That if you want an extra reading for only $10, you are more than welcome to hop up on that. I wanted to throw in an extra special too, just because since I didn't know how much talking I could do, but I wanted to be able to help people. So check out my page and you can find that extra special too, especially if you're one of my people who rewatch this, that you still have time for that. If I have any energy after Isabel has danced today, I might come back on. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day.